is the pick over Lavaca. In the 2-3A, number 8 Salem traveling to Melbourne, and Hootens.com picks Salem to get its second win and hand Melbourne its first loss. Mayflower at home is favored over Mountain View. Atkins is a road pick at Episcopal, and Hootens.com is going with Quitman at home over Yaleville Summit. In the 3-3A, number 3 Newport favored at Pickett, and 4th-ranked Rivercrest is a favorite at Harrisburg. Both of those games should be blowouts. Number 5, Walnut Ridge, another unbeaten team, favored at winless Manila, and Osceola is a road favorite at Hoxie. In the 4-3A, battle of winless teams here, Two Rivers at Glen Rose. Hootens.com thinks the Beavers of Glen Rose will pull this one out. Perryville is a home favorite over Cutter Morning Star. Hootens.com picking Jessieville over Magnet Combe, that game at Jessieville. And Paris a home favorite over Den. In the 7-3A, 7th-ranked Bismarck, a home favorite over Parker's Chapel. Harmony Grove, Ouachita County welcomes smack over. Hootens.com going with a home team there as well. And Center Point is a home favorite over Horatio. Horatio having been shut out in 2 of its 3 games this year. And the big one in the 7-3A, number 1 Prescott welcoming Falk. That's the Hootens.com game of the week. Hootens.com picking Prescott to win that one. Now in the 8-3A, number 6 Fordyce gets the nod at Barton. 10th-ranked Rising, another road favorite at Palestine Wheatley. And McGee at home, favored over Drew Central. Hootens.com picking Dumas at home over Lake Village. How about Class 3A, Barry, before we move on to 2A?
Well, David, let's look at that game of the week. Falk is 3-0 for the first time since 2017. Just beat Genoa Central last week by 39 points. The Panthers have outscored their first 3 opponents, 106-29. But Prescott's going to be way too much for Falk to handle.
All right, Barry, let's move on now to Class 2A. The ranking on Hootens.com stays the same as a week ago. Most of these teams didn't play. Number 1, Carlisle, though, did play, crushed Des Arc, and stays at number 1. Conway Christian is 3-0, as is Carlisle, both of those teams at 1 and 2. Junction City is number 3. Mark Tree moves up to number 4, trading places with Des Arc, which slips to number 5 after losing that game to Carlisle. McCrory is in the top 10 for the first time this year at number 6. The Jaguars are 3-0 for the first time since winning the state title 3 years ago. Bigelow drops a spot to number 7. Mineral Springs also falling a notch. In spite of winning last week, Mineral Springs is 8th. Poen falling 1 to 9, and Cross County likewise dropping 1 to number 10. Let's look at the 2A picks in the 1-2A. Second-ranked Conway Christian should get a win on the road at Mountainburg. Hootens.com picking the Eagles. Bigelow is another road favorite at Magazine. Hector is picked on the road at Mountain Pine. And Hootens.com does like one home team in this conference. That's Mount Ida, favored to win over Johnson County Westside. Now to the 2-2A, where 6th-ranked McCrory is favored over 10th-ranked Cross County. That's a Thursday night game. 4th-ranked Mark Tree at home is favored over Mariana. Hootens.com is going with Des Arc to bounce back at Earl. And East Poinsett County gets the nod at Izard County. In the 3AA, number 2 Junction City should win at home over Foreman. Hootens.com likes number 8 Mineral Springs to beat Spring Hill. Murfreesboro, road favorite at Gurdon. The same with Lafayette County, traveling to Dirks and favored to win. In the 4AA, number 1 Carlisle should go to 4-0. The Bison are picked over Baptist Prep. Poen is a road favorite at England. Hootens.com likes Bearden to even its slate at 2-2, playing at Hazen, a winless team. Hampton is 2-1, its best start since 2018, and the Bulldogs are favored at home over Clarendon. I'm David Wallace for America's Car Mart. Who's feeling the football spirit? America's Car Mart proudly sponsors Arkansas high school football. Like our hardworking football players, the team at Car Mart works hard to keep you on the road. Car Mart knows that buying a vehicle is a big decision. That's why they take selling you a vehicle very seriously. When you shop at Car Mart, they're there for you through the good times and the bad times until you drive away with a title to your vehicle. Save time at the dealership and start your car buying journey online at car-mart.com. America's Car Mart, keeping you on the road.
Going to college may not look the same as it has before, but you have the power to move forward. There are over 1,000 hands-on or online programs in Arkansas designed to put you to work. and they qualify for state scholarships and grants. Healthcare, education, computer technology, industry technology, and more. Take your next step forward. Visit explorearcareers.com with instructions.
Why do tacos get their own day of the week? Is it because Mondays are so rough, we need a Tuesday filled with beefy tortillas shared with good friends? If so, why don't we have Wellington Wednesdays, Stroganoff Saturdays, and heck, Meatball Mondays? Then, Mondays would just be another reason to enjoy our favorite beef with our favorite people. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers.
Courtesy of Beef. It's whatsfordinner.com.
Hungry on your way to the game? Satisfy that craving at Colton's. Throw those peanut shells in a bucket, grab a hot roll and butter. Then enjoy one of our hand-cut steaks or any of our mouth-watering entrees in a relaxed, casual dining atmosphere. With 14 convenient locations across the state, you're sure to find a Colton's near your Friday night football destination.
Well, that's a wrap on another America's Car-Mart Football Report. Thanks for joining us. On Hootens.com this week, you can catch a video feature on Perryville's Connor Frith. The quarterback safety is this week's First Community Bank Scholar Athlete of the Week. On game night, Hootens.com is your source for the high school scoreboard, powered by First Security, which is kind of a big deal. Last week, that was the only scoreboard to post all scores in the state, and we had them by 11 p.m. Remember, Barry and I will be back again right here next week for another America's Car-Mart Football Report. I'm David Wallace. Until then, we'll see you at the stadium.
It's time now for Yellow Jacket football. The Yellow Jackets are looking for a great season as Coach Dufresne, one of the most successful active football coaches in high school, will lead this large returning class of players and new players into the season, hoping to follow up on last year's outstanding record of 8 consecutive playoff appearances with a class of outstanding athletes. Tonight's game is brought to you by these fine sponsors: First Security Bank, Justin's Collision Repair and Towing, Joe Lee Chevrolet, The River Company Insurance, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, Blagg Law Firm, Davis Cash Lumber, Clay Maxey Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ozark Health Medical Center, Goods Cash Saver, Petty Jean Fiber, Conway Regional Medical Center, and by North Arkansas Community College and all of the fine Yellow Jacket boosters. Tonight's live video stream on YouTube and Facebook, brought to you by Petty Jean Fiber and by First Arkansas Bank and Trust and by Hogs and Heifers Sports Bar and Grill. And the player of the game each week brought to you by First Arkansas Bank and Trust in Clinton. Now, let's join our announcers for tonight's game. KHPQ Sports Director Jeff Hall and producer-announcer Mike Hawley. Get ready for tonight's Yellow Jacket football action on KHPQ. Video production by Aaron Duhan.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jeff Hall. My colleague joins me. Aaron Duhan is with us tonight. Ron Robertson is in the studio. Sid King may be listening out and about tonight, getting ready for the broadcast. And we are ready live from Lamar, the Warriors, on visiting turf tonight for the Yellow Jackets to take on their first conference opponent here in 2024. Well, it seems like a long time since we've been on the radio now. We have that bye week in Arkansas high school football, and we've been on the road for, 3 of the first 4 games here in what I guess you would be week 5th week of the football playing season here in Arkansas. So that means we return to Jim Tomlinson Field for much of the rest of the season. But glad to be on the road tonight. The weather is fine at this moment. We had just a few sprinkles earlier, not much, just a little bit of wind, not too strong. And if it stays like this, I don't think we're going to have an effect on the game tonight. We'll see if anything wraps around toward us here from the hurricane. But the skies look great. The weather is mild. The teams are getting ready to take the field just moments away. Clinton undefeated in the non-conference season. 3 wins, no losses. Finished up at Huntsville just a couple of weeks ago, that 42-8 win on the road. Lamar coming in tonight, and boy, if you were here last year, if you were listening last year, this was almost a heartbreaker when we came to Lamar. Just seconds, minutes away from a win that would have propelled the Yellow Jackets to a conference championship, and instead of a loss that night on a night that we had a lot of rain before that game, and so I'm not looking forward to a wet field tonight. It looks like we're going to be okay as far as that goes, but Yellow Jackets looking for a little bit of revenge tonight. We're trying to pick up a win, start off the conference race here in first place. All the conference teams in action tonight. Boy, we'll get to talk about that. Maybe a scoreboard as the night goes on. And here in the new Conference 4, Class 4A, new opponents and new conference teams. It'll be interesting to see how things start shaking out here in week 1 of the season. We'll settle in for the next 2.5 hours. Glad you could be with us on 92.1 FM all over North Central Arkansas. Anywhere in the world on the internet at www.khpq.com. On your mobile devices, your phones or your tablets, just download the Hot Country KHPQ app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store and listen to the broadcast. Maybe tune in radio if you've got that on your phone. Hey, you can watch the live stream tonight on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel. Aaron Duhan, I think he came on live about 6:45, so get on your YouTube, on your smart TV, on your phone or your tablet, and watch the broadcast tonight. Or on the KHPQ Facebook page. Try out there, too, if you're on Facebook already, to watch the broadcast. Well, let's bring Mike Holly in. Just moments away. Let's get us set for kickoff.
Well, I think Jeff said last year was almost a heartbreaker. It was a heartbreaker. The Yellow Jackets left the conference championship literally on the field last year at Lamar. The Yellow Jackets fumbled 6 times. They outgained Lamar by over 100 yards, and they still had the lead with 40 seconds to go in the game. But I know the Yellow Jackets, and that's one they look back on. They hate that, let that one get away. It was a house of horrors here last year. It rained before the game, and the field was drenched that night. And that contributed to part of that. But they look to hope to bounce back this year. And instead of the week number 9, as it was last year, this is week number 4, but it's week number 1 of the conference season. And as I said it before, Class 4, Conference 4, is the most competitive 4A conference in the state of Arkansas. There's some other conferences that have 2 and 3 good teams. There's at least 6 in this one, and every conference game matters. You know, the SEC, they say it just means more. The motto for this conference should be every game matters, and it does tonight. The Yellow Jackets come in tonight. They've moved up a couple spots in the Hootens rankings. They're now number 15 in the state of Arkansas, HootensArkansas.com rankings. They're 3-0, as Jeff Hall said. 3-0 for the 3rd straight season. Head coach Chris Dufresne in his 23rd season. 2 weeks ago, he picked up win number 150 at Huntsville, that 42-8 win over the Eagles. Win number 150 for head coach Chris Dufresne. Lamar comes in with a record of 2 wins, 1 loss. They also have a veteran coach in Josh Jones. He's been here 12 years. He's got a record of 98-42 here at Lamar, and he's almost to that 150 mark. He's 147-78 in his career, 98-42 here at Lamar. They were 7-4 last year, finished 5-3 in the conference. If you remember last year, the conference, there were 6 teams tied for first place with 2 weeks to go, or with 3 weeks to go. 4 teams tied for first with 2 weeks to go. I think Lamar eventually got out there with the 2nd seed as they finished, well, the 3rd seed as they finished behind CAC and Bauxite. They lost in the first round of the state playoffs last year. This year, as we said, they're 2-1 with a 49-12 win over Huntsville. Clinton beat Huntsville 42-8, so pretty close there. They beat a pretty good 3A team in Mansfield 13-12. And then last week, kind of stunned by Heber Springs. The score was not as close as the final, or the game was not as close as the final score. Heber won 40-28, but Lamar got a couple touchdowns late to make it that close. Last week, the Yellow Jackets, we said, were idle, and Lamar traveled to Heber. Heber won 40-28. The Panthers ran wild. That'll be one of the keys tonight. The Yellow Jackets are going to have to be able to run the football. Heber had over 400 yards, 448 yards on the ground last week, 475 total yards for Heber Springs last week. Liam Buffalo for Heber, 213 yards, 4 touchdowns. And senior running back Weston Warden for Heber had 192 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those 2 guys combined for 403 yards and 6 touchdowns. So one of the stats we'll watch tonight as the game goes on, the Yellow Jackets approach 400 yards rushing as Heber did last week. If they do, that's a good sign. The Yellow Jackets will have scored points, and they will have chewed up the clock. And, of course, you got to look back to turnovers. Got to win the turnover battle tonight. They didn't win it last year. They have to this year. As you said, last year these two teams met on October the 27th, 2023. That was week number 9. Lamar won here 27-21 on a wet field. The Jackets outgained Lamar by 100 yards, but 6 turnovers that night doomed the Yellow Jackets. Zane Widener had a huge night. He had a long touchdown run and intercepted a pass for a touchdown. Last year, Caleb Green, the outstanding quarterback for Lamar. You'll see him tonight. He had 124 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns on the ground, 1 through the air against the Yellow Jackets last year. The all-time series since 2002, it's tied 3-3. It's tied 2-2 in games played here at Lamar. And the last time Clinton won a game on this field at Warrior Stadium was week number 9 of 2005. And if you remember, the 2005 team was undefeated regular season, went on to win the first ever playoff game in Yellow Jacket history a couple of weeks after that. And that was the Kelby Bonds crew back in 2005 that they won here against Lamar. That's the last time the Yellow Jackets have won here. And so we're almost set for play. The Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball to start this one. And I see the sun going down to the west and just some puffy blue clouds back to the east. So I think we're going to be good for the weather. In fact, it's 74 degrees right here. Back home in Clinton, the weather app says it's 63 degrees and light rain back home. So we're glad to bring this one to you. Settle in. It's a big one. And the Jackets will have the ball first.
And I don't know if the camera can catch up. There's a rainbow. If you're looking down at the Yellow Jacket return men and through the end zone there's a rainbow coming down just to the end of the field there. So looking forward to this one. Again, glad you could be with us. Hope you're watching on the KHPQ Sports YouTube channel or the KHPQ Facebook page. Lamar dressed in black, trimmed in orange. High kick down the left side, fielded at the 23-yard line. On the right side, up to the 30, tackled there for the Yellow Jackets. That may be McNabb. Let me see who comes up from beneath the Warrior tacklers. I think that is McNabb on the return. And the Yellow Jacket offense coming out on the field, led by junior quarterback Brody Dufran. In the backfield, look to see Rylan Jones, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Brayson Littell. And see who comes out to split. Your Creed Brown, your center, and who else we're going to have? Maybe Cash Carpenter, Alec Huey for the Yellow Jackets, Larry Swan, I believe. Let's see who else out there on the line. Also going to be Eli Henson at a tight end spot. Littell goes in motion from right to left. Turn the give. Rylan Jones, left side, off tackle. Good push, and Rylan will carry the ball to the 38-yard line and a pickup of almost 7 yards here to start the ball game.
A good sign as they move the football on first down, get 6 yards there. And, last season the Yellow Jackets got the opening kick, got about 3 first downs, got into Lamar territory looking good, and then they had that first of those 6 fumbles last year. But the playing conditions are definitely much better this season.
Ball on the near hash just below us. Again, Jones gets it left side. He's going to have a Petit Jean Fiber first down as he carries the football up to the Yellow Jacket 45-yard line. So talking about that running game for the Yellow Jackets, Rylan Jones and Zach Hunt Gonzalez, they're off to a fantastic start here 3 games into the season.
Yeah, they've definitely been a great 1-2 punch, the fullback and the wingback in this one. And Jones already 391 yards coming into the game. That's going to put him over 400 yards. Zach Hunt Gonzalez carried the ball 47 times already this year for 295.
Back under center. Creed Brown looked to pass quickly out on the left side, caught at the 45. Got a block past one man, second defender, but gets it across midfield up to the Warrior 48-yard line. A pickup of 7 on the catch by Sam Standridge.
Yeah, quick out. They gave him about a 5-yard cushion. That's almost like a running play. Sam made the good catch and got upfield, and he takes 7 yards every time on first down. Saw a few wrinkles this week in practice we haven't seen all year, so watch out for that later tonight.
21 yards on 3 plays for this offense. Handoff left side. Gonzalez, his first carry, and that's going to go to the Warrior 43-yard line. The official says that's a Petit Jean Fiber first down. Pickup of 5. First down at the Warrior 43.
And that'll put Zach Hunt Gonzalez over 300 yards for the season. Came in with 295. Rylan Jones came in with 391. He's already over 400, and the Yellow Jackets have first down now in Lamar territory.
Handoff, quick hit. Up, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, the 30, the 25. They're trying to catch him, the 10. One man to outrun the 5. He's tackled at the goal line, but it's a touchdown. Zach Hunt Gonzalez, 43 yards. Clinton 6, Lamar 0.
Blast to the fullback, and Zach Hunt Gonzalez is not your average fullback because when he gets into that second level, he can actually run away from defenders. He's not your average, slow fullback. He can flat run, and Zach Hunt Gonzalez took that one 43 yards for the touchdown, and the Jackets set the tone early in this one.
5 plays and a touchdown, 69 yards, I believe, on that. The kick is up by Infante, and it's good. Clinton 7, Lamar 0. 10 minutes, 13 seconds here in the first quarter. When we return, you're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Towing and recovery is the last thing you think about until you really need it. Then you really want the best. There's only one name to call, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery. They have the largest and latest model recovery fleet in North Central Arkansas. From small towing to heavy-duty towing, Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery on Highway 65 in Clinton is the one to call, 745-2992. That's Justin's Collision Repair Towing and Recovery, 745-2992.
Visiting with Clay Maxey, your hometown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer. Here's something we don't hear anymore. Prices are dropping at Clay Maxey.
We've just decided with inflation and the way prices are going up on everybody, we wanted to take a real hard look and see how we could help the community by lowering some of our prices. Across the board, we've done everything that we could do to lower prices on our services, our cost of labor, our used inventory. We've got to do it in order to be responsive to our community and our customers.
See the change at ClayMaxeyCDJR.com.
Fonte's kick, deep down the field, 5 on the return, trying to get back to the middle of the field. And the Yellow Jackets going to make the tackle at the 16-yard line. Good coverage by the kickoff coverage team. And Lamar going to be deep on their end of the field for their first offensive possession of the night.
Good coverage by the Yellow Jacket kick team. 70 yards, 6 plays on the drive by the Yellow Jackets. Knocked off with a 43-yard touchdown run by Zach Hunt Gonzalez. The Jackets lead 7-0. And we talked about need to get near 400 yards rushing tonight. Well, we got 70 so far, and we've yet to play 2 minutes in this one.
This Yellow Jacket defense, Alec Huey will be a defensive tackle. We'll look down that line, give you some numbers here in a minute. Shotgun snap. Hand off to the left side, met at the line. He might have picked up, might have lost yardage. That play originated at the 17, and the tackle 3 yards deep, a loss of 3. Second down and long for the Warriors. Also for the Yellow Jackets, it's going to be, Zach Shaver at a defensive tackle, Eli Henson at an end spot, Cash Carpenter, I think, is at a defensive end spot. Your linebacker, Zach Hunt Gonzalez, Briar Gadberry. Shotgun snap, quick pass, right side, caught. 3 blockers there, drops the ball. Incomplete, going to bring up 3rd down and 13. Your secondary out there, I think you've got,
Caleb Carver, Rylan Jones.
Joshua Fultz, all right. Bryson Littell, kind of a linebacker, is that right? And Colton Warren?
And Colton Warren here on the near side.
Yeah.
3-year starter at quarterback for Lamar, Caleb Green. Outstanding quarterback, can run and throw. The Yellow Jackets saw that last year as he ran for 124 against us.
3rd and 13 early for the Warriors. Yellow Jackets get a stop, force a punt, leading by 7. Quick pass, right side slant, caught, but right there for the tackle. I think going to be short of the first down up to the 25. That's going to leave the Warriors a couple of yards short. Maybe Jones might have got in on that tackle for Clinton. 4th and 2. Do they go for it here early on their own end of the field?
Let's see if they go here or try to draw the Yellow Jackets offside. It's 4th and 2. Wouldn't be surprised to see the quarterback draw.
Going to come to the line of scrimmage. He stays in the shotgun. We'll see if they go under center tonight or not. In the shotgun. 8:58. They will snap the football. Handoff, right side. And it looks like it'll be good for a first down. Warriors to the 28-yard line. And Lamar's first down of the night. They go for it. They gamble early, but they are successful.
I think it shows the respect Coach Josh Jones has for the Yellow Jacket offense. He didn't want to hand it right back to Clinton with a punt there.
Ball on the far hash, the visiting side, in front of the Yellow Jacket sideline. Coach and staff. Coach Jordan Benson signals in the defensive set. And quarterback draw? Is that right? Up to the 30-yard line. A pickup of about 3 on the carry. Bring up second down.
Yeah, they got Green listed as 6'4", 185. He runs a 4.7 40. That's the quarterback, 3-year starter. Last year he was 36 for 86 for 488 yards passing. They've switched to the spread, so he'll surpass that by far this year. He ran for 880 yards last year and 13 touchdowns.
Shotgun, takes the ball at the 25, fakes the handoff, throws it back to the right side. Caught, first down, 40, 45, up near midfield, and pushed out of bounds by Rylan Jones. But Warriors going to move the football, look to be up to their own 49-yard line. A pickup of 19, their biggest play here of the night.
Yeah, they showed a little counter action there as they took the snap, came to the left, and then wheeled around and threw back to the right side. The Yellow Jacket defense was already pursuing pretty hard here to this near side of the field, and good play that time for Lamar.
We're looking right down the line of scrimmage from our broadcast view here in the Lamar press box. Warrior 49. Shotgun snap, look to the left, throw it, caught behind the line of scrimmage, coming at us. The 45 lowers his shoulder, 45, 2 tacklers, McCarver and Littell for the Yellow Jackets. Lamar gets it across the 50, looks to be at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the throw and catch.
Josh Jones, the coach here, he's been here for 12 years. And they've ran the double wing, which is a close cousin to the wing T. And for this year, they decided to go to the spread offense. They brought some basketball players over to be receivers. And so it's a new-look offense for Lamar.
Shotgun behind the 50, fake the run, pump the pass, tackled. Maybe going to they're going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Briar Gadberry, great pressure by Gadberry. The quarterback, Green, stepped up in front of him, and Gadberry fought off another blocker and tackled him from behind, and that's not easy to do with a guy as fast as Green is. We talked about last week, or 2 weeks ago, with Eli Buffalo, or Liam Buffalo from Heber Springs. You got to be disciplined in your rushes. You can't cross over. You got to rush straight up the field. Don't go past him. Keep him in the pocket. If you go past him, he'll take off and run. Same thing with Green.
Now 3rd and 9 after the loss of 2. One pass on the left side, caught out in the flat to the 40, makes a move, gets and out of bounds, and that should be good for a first down. It goes out at the 40, and just enough for another Warrior first down. Yellow Jacket 40-yard line.
Yeah, ran a stick route. Need to get the first down right around the 41, so he ran that route down to about the 38, pushed the defender back to the 38, and then came back to the ball at the 41. That's a good throw and catch right there by Green and the receiver.
Looking to pass deep down the left side. 1 receiver, 2 defenders. Ball sails out of bounds. Receiver didn't have a chance on that one, but Lamar takes their first deep shot of the night. 6:32 in the first quarter. It's Clinton 7, Lamar 0.
Yeah, talking about those receivers. The receiver here on the near side, number 0, that caught that pass. He's a 6'6" sophomore. Some of those basketball players that came over, but they have got some big receivers. Kind of reminds you of the days when the Yellow Jackets played Harding Academy with all those big receivers.
Shotgun snap, 45, fake handoff, quarterback draw, trying to fight his way up the middle, a lot of traffic, but he will move the ball to the 38-yard line. A pickup of almost 4 on the carry. Going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Warriors.
Yeah, he kind of slipped that time. His first step kind of went out from under him as he did that quarterback draw, but still picked up 3. It's going to be 3rd and about 6. They're in 4-down territory now at the Yellow Jacket 38.
And the Warriors, they don't huddle. They look to the sideline. They got a play call. They're looking at their wristbands to see what coach signals in. This big third down play. Shotgun snap, quick pass, right side, caught up high. 2 tacklers there for the Yellow Jackets. Going to be well short of the first down. And going to pick up about 4. It's going to be 4th down and a long 3. Almost 4 yards for the Warriors. They went for it on their own end of the field. Now, are they going to go for it here at the Yellow Jacket 35-yard line?
Good tackle by Rylan Jones on the outside. One good thing about that Heber game, the Yellow Jackets gave almost no yards after a catch. When the receiver caught the ball, they went down. And that's what you have to do to be a good defensive secondary. And here's a big 4th down play.
Kind of the backs in tight there. Raise up, look to the sideline. 8 seconds on the play clock. 1 receiver split wide to the right. 2 receivers, 4 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds. They're going to have to get it off. They're not going to get it off in time. They didn't call a timeout.
Wow.
And
I think they're going to give him a timeout.
Well, they will.
Boy, that was a the referee was right beside the coach here on the near side.
That was dangerous for the Warriors.
We saw what they do is the referee behind the defense, he's looking at the snap clock, and when he sees the snap clock, when he fully sees a 0 on the snap clock, he throws his flag. He threw his flag, but the official standing right beside the coach went ahead and granted Lamar a timeout. So they'll get one here. It's going to be 4th down and almost 4 at the Yellow Jacket 35. Jackets leading 7-0 in this one, and this is one of those games we talked about before. Getting that 2-score lead is big, and the Yellow Jackets went 70 yards on 6 plays the first time they had the ball, and they would love to get the offense back out there on the field. You know, it's a good Lamar Ball Club. They've been good over the years. We don't see them very often, so we don't really think about them. But Lamar has been to the playoffs 16 years in a row. Back in 2008, they made the semifinals. And in 2015, 18, and 21, they made it all the way to the quarterfinals. That's that Thanksgiving weekend game that everybody shoots for. Of course, that was mostly when they were in Class 3A. But Lamar has a good program, and they're well coached.
Here we go. Ball on the far hash. Lamar a lot of time still on the play clock. Shotgun snap. Quick pitch, right side. Trying to race to the sideline. Looks like he's going to be tackled short. And it's a spot right up on the first down marker. And I got the sideline official on our side says first down.
If you're on the field, it's when you're looking on TV, the direction Lamar's going is downhill, and they have a big crown. So when he got that pitch on the corner, man, he was running downhill, and that's a play that they run out of this. Basically, it's an option play out of the shotgun. And so Lamar converts their second 4th down of the drive. First down at the Yellow Jacket 35. Check, that's a 31-yard line.
Ball on the far hash, and penalty flag going to fly. Stop play at the snap of the football.
Yeah, receiver on the near side got a head start right in front of the official.
I guess that's the first penalty of the ball game.
You know, we had a junior high game last night. Lamar beat us in junior high, and beat us in a close game in 7th grade, but it was late in the 3rd quarter before we saw the first flag last night. Almost a perfect game as far as the officiating went last night.
Shotgun snap, empty backfield. Looks left, now it's going to roll to the left, being chased. Cash Carpenter going to throw the ball out of bounds. And it was big Cash Carpenter bringing the heat there behind the 50-yard line. Quarterback just kind of had to throw that one away.
If you're watching on TV, that is what I was talking about by lane integrity. Cash Carpenter rushed. He took a direct route straight to the quarterback, and Green would have ran around him and would have got on the outside here. But he stayed in his outside lane, forced Green to have to keep giving ground all the way back to the Lamar 45. Really a nice rush that time by Cash Carpenter.
2nd down and 15 for the Warriors. Shotgun snap, left side, quick pass behind the line of scrimmage, caught at the 40, 35, 30, ankle tackle broken, 20, 15, out of bounds. Big first down, big throw and catch for the Warriors inside the Yellow Jacket 15-yard line.
That bubble route on the outside, we talked about it. The other receiver has to block. That was close to a holding by 0. That's Cade Brown. We talked about the 6'6 receiver. He might have held. They didn't call it. And then we missed a tackle on the ankle there, and he got around the corner. And the yards after catch, that time Lamar got yards after the catch.
4 minutes, 35 seconds in the first quarter. Play clock down to 5. They'd used one of their timeouts earlier in the drive. They're going to snap it at 2 seconds. Looking to pass, right side slant, knocked away. I think did Cash Carpenter get that one in that passing lane?
Yep. A lot of times, even if you can't get to the quarterback, get up.
The race going to be pushed out of bounds at the 50. An interception, 45-yard return. Yellow Jacket defense stops the Warrior drive. Hands it right back to the offense, leading 7-0.
Great play by Caleb McCarver in the end zone. Picked that off at about the goal line, got to the outside, and got the ball all the way back to the Lamar 45. Yellow Jacket defensive line put pressure on Green. He had to roll to the left. He got off that perfect platform, had to throw the ball on the move. He wanted to run there, but the Yellow Jacket defensive line was so disciplined that they forced him to throw the football on the run. McCarver, he threw it across his body, and McCarver picked it off, and the Jackets have it at the 46 of Lamar.
Dufresne hands it off to Rylan Jones, left side, making his way, making guys miss. Good cuts by Rylan Jones all the way up to the Warrior 34-yard line. Petit Jean Fiber first down, and the Yellow Jackets right back to that rushing attack that we saw in that first drive. Only took them 5 plays to score, 4 runs, 1 pass, and Jones picking up where they left off. Rylan Jones, he was our first Arkansas Bank and Trust player of the game, both in the first 2 victories of the season for the Yellow Jackets. Turn, give, Gonzalez up the middle, zacks it loose again, the 20, the 15, one-man outrun. He's tackled just short of the goal line, looks to be at the 2. Gonzalez, first down for the Yellow Jackets, first and goal.
That play earlier looked almost identical to the touchdown run, almost at the same spot on the field. And the Jackets have it first and goal at the 2, and they're knocking on the door again. That huge interception by McCarver swung the momentum, and the Jackets now looking to go up by 2 scores.
Dufresne under center, the turn, the give. Gonzalez left side. This time there's 2 Warrior tacklers immediately on Zach Hunt and Gonzalez.
Yeah, really the first time the Jackets have tried to bounce it to the outside. They've just been pounding the interior.
Second and goal.
Look at the roster earlier. Linemen for Lamar go from about 215 to 280 in range. Yellow Jackets a little bit bigger again at the line of scrimmage. 2-yard loss.
And a turn out of the slot. Is it McNabb on the carry? He'll get to the end. He'll turn it up inside. And looking for the signal.
Just short. McNabb took a shot, but he stuck his nose in there. The sophomore's tough, and he got it down inside the 1.
Third and goal for the Yellow Jackets from the 1. Dufresne, quarterback keeper, trying to get to the right side of Big Creed Brown. I don't know that he got in, and there is no touchdown signal. He is short. It's going to be 4th, maybe less than a yard for the Yellow Jackets, leading by 7, just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Here comes and who's coming onto the field?
They're playing with a jumbo set. The ball could not get any closer to the goal line than it is right now. Don't want to have any type of procedure penalty. Now I'm thinking, is that Cope and Ross coming in too? They're going with the heavy set
big
here.
Boys, aren't they? Let's see.
And they are loading up the left side over there.
Could it be? It's Gonzalez and Jones to the backfield. It's Gonzalez, left side off tackle, forward into the end zone. Touchdown. Clinton 13, Lamar 0. A minute 43 in the first quarter.
You had Cash Carpenter, you had Alec Huey, you had Cope and Ross all on one side of the field along with Eli Henson. And Lamar knew it was coming. They got over there, and they couldn't do anything about it.
It'll be Infante on for his second opportunity tonight. First one was up and good. On the previous score, Dufresne with the hold. Infante's kick is up, and it's good. It's Clinton 14, Lamar 0. A minute 43 seconds in the first quarter when we return. You're listening to KHPQ in Clinton High School Sports.
Friday night at the stadium is not the time to worry about your finances. Let First Arkansas Bank and Trust ease your mind with their mobile banking capabilities. You can check your balance, transfer funds between accounts, and even find the nearest ATM for dinner after a road game. The free mobile app is available on the iTunes Store and Android Market. You can cheer loud and proud for the Yellow Jackets because First Arkansas Bank and Trust has you covered. See a branch for more details. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by these fine Yellow Jacket boosters, by Clinton Stockyard, The Pottery Shop, by Dr. Kyle Hensley and his staff, Main Street Floors, Susie Allen Salon, Johnny's Automotive, by TLC Bookkeeping, by Regions Bank, by Miller Sanitation, by Van Buren County Veterinary Clinic. These fine sponsors bring you tonight's game.
Oh, it's loose. It's in the back.